We love to hear it. Now, to help you along in your rest missions, let's do something really fantastic here in the kitchen, because a healthy mind and a healthy body, they do go hand in hand. It's a fact. It's a known thing. This next recipe is the best kickstart for your day. I'll tell you this, it is the season to be very happy with Woolies seasonal berries. They are the in thing. Trust me, berries are the new black. Take the blackberries, the blueberries, and the raspberries and create giant berry ice cubes. Easy berry recipe, Froyo, and a tasty Asian style blueberry stir fry sauce. Haha, yes. Show us the way it's done.
But we couldn't have four performers on the show this morning and not cook 4 meals at the same time.
We have to do as much as we can this morning.
And we've got to impress. Now, this is very impressive. And, of course, we're capitalizing on these beautiful fresh berries. We've got some beautiful berry reductions going on here, some sauces, some compotes, whatever you want to call them. They are amazing and delicious. We've got 2 sweet and 2 savory. And I'm also going to cook up these beautiful pork chops. Thick cut, kind of souse, beautiful quality meat. You can taste the difference. What are you making?
Well, I'm going to be making us a nice froyo over here. And then, because we're making as much as we can this morning, I'm going to be making some ice cubies as well to go with the freshness. It's a brand new month altogether. It's the month of love. It's all about the freshness of berries, and I'm very excited about that. So, over here, I mean, mine is pretty simple. I don't know if you want to go first, if I should go first.
I'm going to get started because our chops are going to require about 3 minutes, so about 6 minutes in total, 3 minutes on either side. Cool. So I'm going to get them onto our pan.
Yeah, we'll double up then. So while you're doing that and spending time the most effectively as possible, I will be making the
See, this is a couple. This is how a couple should be cooking every day.
This is absolutely it. I mean, these are couple goals. I mean, ask somebody about it. So over here, I've got some frozen bananas. I've got some milk going in, frozen bananas and milk, because you want that freshness, right? The best.
It's a great thing to do with your bananas. If they're getting to that point where you feel that they're going to kind of over-ripen, chop them up and freeze them. Keep them for smoothies.
That's it.
Really,
I find people just like look at them and they side-eye them and then they let them go until they have to throw them away. You just simply do not do that. There are so many other uses for your bananas when they go a bit too ripe. Then we've got some frozen yogurt in here. So I'm going in with our plain frozen yogurt. I'm throwing it all in there.
Lovely.
And of course, you can get as much as you want in there. It's really up to you. No one's going to be checking you or telling you what to do. This is your froyo we're making here. That's going to go in our blender.
Okay, those guys
going in.
Oh, looking good.
So you want to make sure that you get this nice and a thick consistency. You don't want to make it too watery. Nobody likes a watery.
And you want to make sure you get a lot on yourself. I see you've got some on your hand.
I've got some, but you know the reason for that. You know the reason
for the lick test afterwards.
That's what I'm talking about. So you can still go some more because our frozen yogurt is really, really frozen.
All right, so I'm going to make a start on our savory here. So I've got some soy sauces gone in, a little bit of brown sugar, 2 little star anise, and a little bit of garlic, and a little bit of chili. And with all of these sauces, you're just looking for a nice reduction. You want the sugars to caramelize, you want the flavors to kind of really
come through.
Infused.
Nice.
But that's going to be a lovely. Obviously, it's going to have a slightly sweet profile because of the blueberries, but it's going to have a slightly more umami flavor profile. They all go in there, and we're just going to let that gently simmer down.
I really do like that combination of that umami flavor coming through and mixing, combining with that
salt and sweet work really well together.
And these berries, picked when perfectly ripe for best sweetness and flavor, they're carefully handpicked by our expert farmers over at Woolies. And if you want this recipe while we're going along with all of these, and I'm talking about each and every single one of these 4 recipes that we're making, you can go on to woolworths.co.za. They're very inspiring. They've got tons of many other recipes on there to inspire you for the month of love.
All right, so the first of our sweet sauces is going on here. We've got our beautiful bright red raspberries. I've squeezed half a lemon in there, and then we've got some beautiful maple syrup.
Sure, you're going all out, eh?
Yeah, man, and what I like about the maple syrup, it's a slightly earthier flavor than like a golden syrup or one of the more processed syrups. I suppose it feels a little bit more natural. Let's just turn these guys down a little bit.
So you want to make sure that you control the heat, I suppose, when you're
keep
making anything with syrup.
Keep it relatively low. I'm obviously going
yeah.
for the purposes of trying to get stuff done for TV.
Yeah.
But there you can see the fruits already starting to break down.
Nice.
So we've got our savory, we've got our first sweet. We're going to do our second sweet, get that on the go right now.
Great. While you're doing that, I'll make our ice cubes. These are the freshest ice cubes. Well, look, they'll look great.
It's the freshest
and
ice cube for this time of the day as well.
It's literally the eye of your fruit, or the fruit of your eyes. So all of your berries going in there, some blackberries, you can mix them all up, really. It's all about creating a nice effect when you go
visually
into your glass. They are
pop.
so pleasing, right? They must pop, absolutely. So you're getting those in there with nothing else in your ice tray. And you really, like I said, can mix them up. Get all sorts of different berries in. So that really is an experience to look at. But when it does go into your glass, you know, sparkling water, whatever it is that you're mixing it with, that it really does look good as well. So what you do is, Graham, now this is a moment to learn this. The kids over at home, they're going to love this when you make it for them. And you can tell them, Uncle Tabby taught you. Wait for it. So we're making it really nice. We're getting hot water going into the ice tray. And the reason I'm going with hot water is that you want all of the flavors and all of the good stuff coming out of the berries to seep out nicely. So that the end product looks like
beautiful.
Something you're about
see
to
what
see
you're
now
saying.
on screen. You're going to love the way it looks in the end. It looks like that. The color is
you get that beautiful ombre effect from a color perspective.
Right.
Those are beautiful. Those are statements. And I know we obviously kind of playing them down in this particular... I mean, you could make cocktails, mocktails with these. They would just elevate it completely.
And you can serve it with anything. You're right. You can serve these with some sparkling water. You can serve these with some cocktails, some juice. It really is up to you. But there are so many opportunities to use, and they're fantastic.
Okay, so just a quick recap. So for this one, we put our blueberries and our blackberries, and they're in beautiful kind of condition at the moment in season. Absolutely magical.
Love.
Just the colors are popping. You're going to get a rich, again, a beautiful sweetness, but that's not too overpowering. We put the rest of our maple syrup in there as well, and a little bit of lemon. Always, you need the acidity to bring out the flavor of the berries. It's just one of those things.
Totally.
As you can see, our chops are going along beautifully. I like to kind of let the fat be the gauge, because once the fat has started to really crisp up, you know, the flavor's being absorbed into the meat, but really, they should only need about 3 minutes. We get such good quality pork. You don't really have to worry about overcooking it till it's a dry, kind of inedible chop.
I love how
quickly
it really does go together, right?
Yeah, it's looking good. I'm just thinking about me eating a chicken this weekend and literally taking the tail off the chicken and crunching it because of you. Because I felt like I couldn't leave one tiny little piece of this chicken behind, dude. I think all that was left was one feather.
And are you not glad I taught you that about the art of
You have.
eating
You've
chicken?
taught me. So I hope the same is going to apply for this. But here we've got one meal with a few different versions.
Yes.
And I love it. It expresses summer. It's fresh, it's fruity, it's full of flavor, and it's those balances where you've got a bit of salty, a bit of sweet, a bit of umami, and of course this says to me, summer, summer, summer.
Summer loving got me. How do you say this song? Summer loving. Carry on.
Got me so bad.
Tell me more. Does it taste as good as it looks? I'll tell you now. Wow, it looks so good. This is a treat.
And I think like any meat, let it rest. Let the juices kind of fill the meat fibers again. So let it rest for 5 minutes. And you've got the savory jam on there. How well does that complement the pork?
It is splendid. This is really fantastic. Woolworths.co.za for the recipe. Thank you, G.